guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today the video is about, we are going to do a Geekbench comparison between the M1 MacBook Pro and the 2009 MacBook Pro. So before we continue, let me just open these MacBooks up. Okay guys, now we are in and now let's take a look at the specifications before we start. So the 2009 MacBook is running on macOS. So 2009, yeah, it's running on let's give it some time to load, and it should be up. Let me just click on it one more time, and yeah, it's up. Okay guys, so now it's just running on macOS. Yeah, it's running on macOS Catalina, which is patched. And now let's move on to the M1 MacBook Pro. Just focus them, and where do we go? Yeah, and now this MacBook is running on macOS Monterey. It's running the beta versions. So yeah, let's take a look at that. Okay guys, before we continue, just take a look at the specs here, and we'll continue from here. Okay guys, so now the benchmark is done on the MacBook Pro, on the M1 MacBook Pro, but it's still rendering on the 2009 MacBook Pro. So yeah, we shall just wait till it's done. Okay guys, after about a solid 5 minutes, I guess, our Geekbench is finally done on the MacBook Pro 2009. So yeah, let's just take a look at the results on both. So the MacBook Pro late 2020, the first generation Apple Silicon MacBook, took the single score was 1745, while the multi-core was 7652. Now let's look at the MacBook Pro 2009. So this got a 334 for single core and 568 for multi-core. Okay guys, so this was just a basic comparison, and I know the MacBook Pro is the 2020 MacBook Pro is way better, but this is just a comparison and just a throwback to how far we have been. And now let's look at the temperatures. The 2009 MacBook Pro is actually hot to the touch, whereas the M1 MacBook Pro is just cold. The temperature is just normal. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching my video, and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now that you have taken a look at the specs, let's continue on to open the Geekbench. And before we do that, let's just quit all the other applications. Now let's open Geekbench on both, and I'm currently doing Geekbench 5 on both. So let's just open up, and we'll do this later. Wait some time to load. Yeah. So yeah, this is a 2009 MacBook Pro. Yeah, we can't run Geekbench Compute here, so we're just gonna run the CPU test, CPU benchmarks here. So this will be Intel, and this will be Apple Silicon. So yeah, so now let's just run the test. So I'm just gonna start them both at the same time. Okay guys, so now I have started it, and now they are both running. So the test is ongoing, and I'll talk to you again after the test.